We can definitely add vlogging to the list of things that Lynn is not very good at. Oh, this light seems like it's gonna be very bright. Let me fix that. Okay, I think that's gonna be much better. Hello, if you can't tell, we are not in Philly in my usual filming place. I'm down in South Florida right now with Margot on my guest spot at Sweet Leaf. And it's currently my I don't know, third or fourth morning here, and I'm getting ready to go into the studio and pierce all of your smiling faces. And this is the first day that I've recorded anything. Vlogging is really hard. I have like a whole new level of respect for the vloggers who like manage to record their whole trip and like everything's really aesthetic and there's like beautiful shots of food and drink and beaches and all the stuff that they're doing, because this vlog is not going to be like that. It has been I got here on Monday and it is Thursday and this is the first time I have sat down to record. It's just like I'm so not used to it, and like I don't know, this is probably a good thing, but I'm like too busy living my life and having a great time to have my phone out and be worried about like taking video of things. I also, just as you well know, film everything on a GoPro, and I think it can be really hard to like set up a shot or like check lighting and stuff. I don't know, it's not the worst, but I'm still learning, so it's very hard to remember to film. I feel like I'm like in the moment, like I'm focusing on living in the moment that I'm in and therefore not really focused on filming, which is probably a good thing, but not so good for my YouTube channel. But I am gonna try and film and vlog a bunch of stuff, and obviously this is gonna be filled with a ton of piercing content and then a little bit of fun life content outside of it. But yeah, I just wanted to take you along on my guest spot journey and show you all the cool stuff that I'm doing while I'm here.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
So it is currently day 3 of piercing here in South Florida at Sweet Leaf. I actually have a little bit of a break between some clients today, so I wanted to sit down and do a little bit more vlogging. For those of you who are not aware, the first 2 days were spent doing exclusively genital piercings. So I was doing some educational work with Margot. She and I actually apprenticed under the same mentor, but I got more genital piercing experience while we were there than she did, and so there were just some gaps in her education that she wanted to fill. So a big part of this guest spot was we were going to do 2 full days of discounted genital piercing work where I was gonna like do some piercings and she was gonna get to watch me do them, get hands-on, feel the anatomy, train and learn, and then right after she was gonna get to do those piercings herself and get hands-on, and I was gonna be there like guiding her and walking her through the process. And I just wanted to sit down and talk about it a little bit because obviously, you know, I'm gonna have some clips from the rest of my days, but I can't really show you on YouTube the work that I did the first 2 days, but I can talk about it. When I tell you that I cannot think of a better way to have spent my first 2 days back piercing after my hiatus, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Not even gonna lie, I was a little stressed that I haven't pierced for like 3 months and I was jumping right back in on genitals. But you know, it's like riding a bike, you never really forget. And it took me one client to cry, and I haven't even started talking about it, and I'm already about to cry. And I can't cry because I have clients I have to pierce, so I can't have red crying eyes, but just the last 2 days were magical. Like, every interaction, everyone was so sweet. All of these piercings were so meaningful. And not that regular piercings aren't meaningful, not that it isn't a special moment to do a nostril or a septum or a tongue or a lip, but there is something about having client after client who are coming in and saying things like, I'm getting these piercings for gender affirming reasons as an alternative to bottom surgery, or I'm a professional sex worker and these piercings are a way of connecting with my body that's mine outside of the commodity that I sell. and clients saying that they are getting these piercings to help with trauma, past sexual assault, or help reconnect with their bodies. It's absolutely unbelievable that people trust me and trust other piercers with their bodies these way, and like, it's this way with every piercing, but it's extra this way with the genital piercing. When the client looks in the mirror and looks at that part of their body, a client who 10 minutes ago didn't want to get undressed for their consult because that body part makes them feel really dysphoric, and they don't want to have to think about it, to finish their piercing and hand them a mirror and have them look at a part of their body that they didn't even want to think about 10 minutes ago and smile and be excited with a part of their body that they normally hate, and like, I said I wasn't gonna cry. Now you all know my secret, that I'm just a big huge softie, and like, if I'm ever piercing you or you're getting pierced by me and I'm running late, half of the time it's because I'm crying with the client because I'm just a big softie, and half of the time it's because I'm talking too much, so you know, it varies. For years, like, the piercing industry started in genital piercings, right? Like, this was what the first piercing studios in America did exclusively, was genital work. And then as piercing grew and changed, as the industry grew and changed, the clientele base changed as well. And there were quite a few years where we saw a pretty steep drop off on genital work. And for many years, I've heard piercers either A, bemoaning that they don't see a lot of clients for this work, or a lot of piercers talking really negatively about genital piercing, saying that it's like gross, or they would never want to have to deal with those parts of the body, or why do like people even want to get that pierced? Why do they have to deal with that as a piercer? And it's really broken my heart as someone who is so passionate about these piercings. And I've always been outspoken and passionate about genital piercings, about reminding people that this is where we come from, about reminding people that this is why the industry is here, and reminding folks how essential piercings are, genital piercings in particular, to queer and trans communities. And oftentimes also to disabled folks, to women. Like, there's so much reclamation and so much empowerment that happens in genital piercing. It happens on all piercing, but genital piercing definitely more than most. And to so easily fill 2 complete days in a state where I am not a regular piercer with nothing but genital piercings, and have the majority of my clients be younger queer folks. I definitely pierce a couple of my like typical clientele, which are like, generally a lot of times for genitals, it's clients who are 40 and up who are getting work, and there was some of that this time. But overwhelmingly, I was mostly piercing like young queer kids who were doing weird stuff with piercings and their genitals, and using these piercings to explore their body, to explore sex, sexuality, gender, and have these really just... Nothing I say in this video will put into words the absolute magic that happened here at Sweet Leaf for the last 2 days. Like, I love everyone that I got to see on this trip, and I love every piercing that I get to do and all of my clients, but the clients that I get to do genital work for, it is incomparable and indescribable how just intimate and enriching and empowering and vulnerable these piercings are, and that we are able to do that for people. It's huge. And like, literally the studio, just the energy was electric the last 2 days, with all of the passion and the communication and the vulnerability and the things that we were doing, and it was literally the best way I could have come back to piercing, bar none. Anyway, now we're heading into the rest of my guest spot, which is all just regular piercing days. So there will be lots of clips of me doing cool piercings, and cool piercings that I can do and that I can actually show you on the internet, because they are not 18.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do, and now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through.
This is very unrelated to the vlog, but I just wanted to show off that I think Sweet Leaf has like hands down my favorite like area in their studio bathroom. Obviously they have free menstrual products, but they also have free sexual health information packets with condoms, information about HIV/AIDS, information about PrEP, and even information about safe injections and harm reduction around South Florida. And I just think this is amazing, and I love this studio and everything they do to keep their clients safe in every which way. We're coming down to my last 3 days here at Sweet Leaf, and I am literally having so much fun. I will not lie, I'm pretty excited to get back home to my partner, but getting to see all of you and pierce everyone and be piercing again has been like simply amazing, and everyone has picked so much fun jewelry, so much cool stuff. I'm really excited to show you all the cool projects I've been doing while I've been here. And I'm sure I will do more cool stuff today on my last 3 days, but I'm extra excited tonight to be headed to the beach. I literally haven't gone to the beach basically since I lived in Florida because Tennessee is landlocked. And I've only been living in Philly for a little bit, and there's not really been any time to make it down to the shore and have it be nice enough. So I get to go to the beach in like 7 hours, and as excited as I am to pierce all of you for these next 7 hours, I am really excited for the beach. So I'm ready.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3.
So I just got home from the beach. I just finished showering off all the sand and ocean. I went swimming. It was a little chilly tonight, but I wanted to swim so bad. And I haven't been to the ocean like literally years, so I swam. It was worth it. I have literally zero regrets. The water was still very warm. It was perfect. And I was just so happy to be at the beach again. But I meant to take more footage of like me being at the beach and fun stuff, and I just didn't. I was there with Margot, obviously, and Margot's partner, and our really amazing friend Gabby, and I was just like really busy living in the moment and enjoying the people I was with and enjoying the beach and enjoying good conversation, and I totally didn't film anything for vlogs at all. And I think if this trip has taught me anything, it's that maybe vlogging isn't really for me, or I don't know. I've had fun with what I've filmed, and this is going to be in the video, and you'll see it all put together, and we'll see if I edit it and it turns out nice. But I don't want to be that person who films every single like little moment and is not enjoying the moment that I'm living in and being present in, and instead like worried about getting the right shot or getting enough footage. I really just want to enjoy living my life and living in the moment and spending time with the people I'm with. So I'm having really fun on this trip. I think this vlog is going to turn out good. It's maybe not going to be as fancy as a bunch of other vlogs out there on YouTube, but I will have stayed happy making it and stayed true to my happiness and myself. And I think that's really important. And yeah, I just wanted to share that little tidbit of thought that came into my mind tonight while I was swimming in the ocean and not even thinking about filming anything because I was having so much fun.